Do we need to simplify? What do I need to do as a head chef? You're the food and beverage manager. Have you ever eaten up here?
No.
How can you relate to your customer's experience if you're not experiencing at the same time? Go upstairs, order.
Yep.
I think you'll find something very interesting going on there.
Yep.
Kirsty hasn't worked at the sharp end of the business for about 8 months. So today, she's going to waitress.
I don't know what's on and what's off, but I'm sure you do.
Stuart's number 2 in the kitchen is 21-year-old Johnny.
Hello?
So what's going first, Johnny?
I'm going to send this bar food first, and then the starters. The bread's just gone up to the 2, but I can't find anyone to take it out of the lift yet.
God. Is it always like this?
Yeah.
Johnny runs the kitchen 2 days a week when Stuart's off. This is my chance to see how he copes.
Come on, guys, that's 10 minutes, those plates to be there, yeah? We're fucking around with the garnish.
They're a young team to be cooking such elaborate food.
Yeah.
And just to add to it, Johnny, they ordered it over 1 hour ago, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's get it out, guys, come on. I'm not going to allow you to send them. This is really important for you, you know that, from a professional point of view. Because you've got to go all the way up to the top in this fucking industry, not serving shit like that, big boy.
No.
I know what you're doing by serving that shit is...
No, nearly.
Hey, destroying the place. And that's just on a fucking burger. And I know you can do better than that, you know that?
I know I can do better.
There you go, so fucking do it.
Yep.
There are only 9 customers in for lunch. But it's well over an hour before Stuart and Kevin get their mains.
That bell's annoying, isn't it?
Can't work it up here.
So did you get that I cancelled my starter?
Yes, I'm Mark.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Kevin and Stuart aren't the only unhappy customers.
Johnny, table 9 have fucked off. They've gone. That's the table that had no starters, went straight to the main courses. Where's the ticket gone?
In the bin.
Why have you put it in the bin?
I didn't, but that's where it's ended up.
Fucking wake up, will you, yeah? Wake up!
This is one of the worst lunch services I've ever seen. Johnny's tried his best, but the real culprit is clear. It's Stuart's food. It's just far too complicated.
Certainly been educational, to say the least.
Stuart's had a shock upstairs too.
I never thought I would be so embarrassed. I actually walked out.
You walked out?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, why did you walk out?
Because I seen someone else eating my desserts that I'd been waiting for 35 minutes.
A head chef walking out of his own restaurant. This place has sunk about as low as it can go.
Morning. How are you?
Thou shalt have a fish and thou shalt have a fin. Thou shalt have a haddock when the boat
Stuart's seen firsthand what's wrong upstairs. I think the best people to tell him what's wrong downstairs are his own brigade. But I think the young chefs like this soft-hearted Geordie so much, they've been too afraid to pipe up in case they hurt his feelings. It's time they told their boss a few home truths.
So whoever catches the bass today, as you catch that bass, you turn around openly and tell Stuart something. You've got a lot to say, haven't you?
What happens if I catch you one? Who can I cry to?
Fucking me, big boy.
Here we go. Come on. Come to daddy.
The bass.
Oh, ho, ho.
Round of applause. Whee. More important, what you got to say?
All right, Stu.
Quickly, because Luke's in.
You've got lovely veggie, but there's too much of it.
Thank you.
Well
Well done,
done,
Luke.
Luke.
Whee. Well done, Luke. What have you got to tell Chef?
I just think that the menu's nice and that. I think there's too many garnishes really for the dishes.
No problems, mate. Thanks for telling us.
That's all it is really.
At 38, Stuart's old to have just got his first head chef's job.
Well
And I think he's desperate to impress.
If we simplify it, I think we can get the taste a lot better and we can get the stuff looking so much better instead of having to try and rush it out all the time. I just don't like the service being manic because I know that I can do better myself and I know the rest of us can.
Great. They're starting to enjoy themselves. Team spirit's vital to a good kitchen.
Nice one. That's
Yeah. Yeah. Well done, Johnny. 2 of the biggest fish so far. Little fucker.
The only one pissed off is me. 4 hours on the English Channel and I didn't catch a thing. Sandgate is twinned with Sangat, a French town 24 miles across the Channel. But instead of seeking inspiration from France, Lois and Kersey have got the chefs cooking food from New Zealand and Japan, 6,000 miles away. My plan is to bring them home.
Sea bass. You're not going to get any better, any fresher quality ingredients than that. It's on your doorstep. And that's what I want you to take advantage of.
Stuart's sea bass dish on the a la carte menu has 15 ingredients, which is why the boys struggle so much with it. I'm going to show them the simpler version with just 5 ingredients.
And then just let the knife do the work. That's true. In. Back on the stove. I think what I'm trying to do is just show you how easy it can be. One person can do this, narrow down the complexity of it, and it can be done within 3 or 4 minutes. You know that? Yeah? Sea bass. And the dishes can be just as exciting with less on there, because we're concentrating on the sea bass being hot, the dish being less complex, and flavour.
Lois has been guilty of putting unrealistic demands on Stuart. No chef with a small team can cook 168 dishes really well. We've got to convince her and Peter that less is more.
Absolutely amazing.
Superb.
The sea bass has won them over, but there's bad news.
We sadly had a letter this morning to say that we've lost our AA rosette.
Yeah. Have you got the letter with you? Sorry.
It was for the food guide.
Right.
One AA rosette is awarded for food cooked with care and skill. But forced to cook for 4 restaurants, Stuart has slipped below that standard.
It's a kick in the bollocks for any chef. There's no 2 ways about that. But in a way, it's a clean start. We turn the page, we make it less complex, and we go again. Fucking hell. Oh dear.
We haven't got long to turn this place around, and I'm worried. I don't know if the big friendly giant will be able to pick himself up from this one.
Bad news, mate. Just lost the rosette.
What's that?
It's gone. They've taken it away. I'm gutted. What can we do? It's a kick in the teeth. It's a bullet to the heart.
If Lois isn't careful, it won't just be Stuart's professional pride down the pan. Less is more on the plate and in the hotel. We need to simplify everything so what's left can sparkle. The weakest link is the Japanese restaurant.
How's it going? Segoi.
Up and down.
Up and down.
It's costing more to staff than it's making. Last week, it took just £290.
I'm personally worried about it. What about you?
It's too fair.
I think we're in love with the idea more than we are with the success of the business. And my idea is to close it and to stop hemorrhaging money.
What would you suggest we did with it?
Here, I think you've got a perfect room for private dining, an overspill from the restaurant.
That's a good idea. It's a fantastic idea.
And I think whether he's got the bollocks to tell you or not, I'm going to tell you, he's not very comfortable cooking it. He's not a fucking Japanese chef. He's a Geordie.
I put the food back on the road to recovery and got rid of that stupid Japanese. But front of house is still a shambles.
Hello, when did you book?
When we arrived this evening.
Oh, OK, no problems. Right, I do have some space for you. OK, but I don't have you on my list, I'm sorry.
Sorting out the chaotic customer service is too much even for me.
Would you like to take a seat?
Basil Forty wouldn't like it, but what this place needs is a Frenchman.
Fuck me. Am I happy to see you? Are you well?
Very well.
Yeah, I'd like to introduce you to Jean-Baptiste. He's my maitre d' from Claridge's.
Jean-Baptiste is in charge of 70 waiters. If there's anyone who can help Lois organise the restaurant, it's him.
Right, let's have a look at the dumb waiters.
He'll take control upstairs, while I help Stuart keep things ship-shape downstairs.
Where the food comes up from the kitchen and to the restaurant.
So the customers can hear the waitresses talking, the restaurant manager talking, and the buzzer also sort of, there you go, goes right through the dining room. There you go.
That, when the first, or any of the...
Big task.
Within minutes of arriving, Jean-Baptiste bans the intercom system. From now on, the waiters will have to go downstairs and talk to the chefs face to face.
Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
Even the basics aren't looked after here. Luca, the restaurant manager, hasn't got enough cold water for lunch.
Yeah, because you're gonna run out of water very quickly, my friend. Huh? Really? You got 2 bottles of water?
Yeah, but what I would do, I would give them tumblers with ice and lemon.
And what about if you don't want any ice and lemon?
They're too warm.
Unfortunately. Yeah, but this is a fucking disgrace, you know?
Unfortunately.
How are you gonna do that? Luca, those glasses, they're fucking dirty. Look at that. This is what we need to change, Luca. We have to be customer orientated, okay?
Front of house have had absolutely no leadership or quality control from Lois.
Of course, further, I take the menu.
You are the owner, okay? You got a restaurant manager, got some waiter to bring the menu, okay? While you're here to be here, facing the customers, welcome them, okay? Welcome home, you know?
This is exactly what I wanted to
but
do.
welcome home.
First check is in.
You're right. Not too hard.
Clear face-to-face communication like this should cut out all the wrong orders and misunderstandings.
Okay, that wasn't difficult, was it? What's it like having the tickets in the kitchen now, in your hands?
On control.
You feel in control?
Yeah. I can spend a little bit more time cooking, which is what I'm best at.
That's fucking banned, guys. Look, hello. Yeah? No one touches that fucking thing. Okay?
You need to pick up the bread and the butter now. So who's gonna do it if not? Kevin. Who's gonna do it? Him? So customer. They're working here. So what do you mean they're working here? The staff is coming in like that?
A member of staff ignoring Lois and heading for the bar, and she hasn't batted an eyelid. What's going on?
You're the fucking owner.
Exactly.
He did not even say hello to you. Can you believe that?
No.
It's a fucking nightmare. It's a bad organization. It's a lack of communication, a lack of team spirit, team leader. Nobody knows what they're doing. The waiter is managing the owner. The owner doesn't know what she's doing. It's a fucking mess. It's a mess.
Jean-Baptiste has helped reorganize the restaurant, but he's also uncovered the ultimate symptom of everything that's wrong with Lois's business. Staff are allowed to drink on the premises. I need to get to the bottom of this.